So you get outside, don't you? You say never? Can't get out. No one ever has.
What's up, everybody? Here we go. Stranger Oddities coming back with you. Another chat. And, with Halloween rolling around very quick, you all know that is my favorite month ever is October. Yes, Halloween. I feel like it's a time where you can truly be anything and nobody looks at you strange. But anyway, there's some new movies coming out. There's actually some new horror movies coming out, and I actually want to check up on that and tell you what I think of them and all that kind of stuff. So there's some pretty interesting ones. Obviously, there's ones that I'm really looking forward to and very excited for. So now we're going to kind of scroll through here and check out what we got and kind of looking through and everything. Probably won't cover every single one of them, but we'll cover some of the ones that I kind of thought about and everything like that. So there's the sequel to Don't Breathe. If you've not seen that one, that came out a little while ago. Stephen Lang plays the blind man in it, and these people go in and they hear that he's got some money or something like that in his house, so they go and break in and they're trying to steal the money. Now, one thing I kind of had a dislike for the movie really was the blind guy turns out to be some kind of weird dude, and he's up to no good and all that. That's the part that I kind of felt was disappointing, because it made the blind guy that's being victim here the monster in a sense. And I think they even said he was like a military service, prior military guy, and it's like, once again, it's kind of like, I don't know, feel like it was another one of those throwing shade and towards our military and law enforcement, that kind of thing. So it felt like that to me. Yeah, it would have been a better story if it had just been, well, these criminals broke into the wrong house and messed with the wrong guy. In a sense it is, but of course they had to make it, in a negative way. So I kind of, that's one of my gripes with it. But they made a sequel to it, may be good. Looks like Sam Raimi is acting producer on it. Sam Raimi is obviously the director of movies like Evil Dead and stuff like that. So really good stuff. There's another one coming out called Demonic. Now, I've not heard of a lot of these. Demonic, I certainly have not. It looks like it's the director from District 9, which I did not see. Choppy, which I did not see. So I'm not sure. Looks like some kind of, let's see here, it's a science fiction horror film that is about an estranged daughter of a hospitalized woman who enters into a simulation to speak to her mother and find out why she went on a murderous rage. While in simulation, the young woman uncovers a terrifying supernatural presence that begins to find their way into her life beyond the simulation. Okay. That again, some of these movies, it's kind of like, maybe, might be good. All right. The Night House. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I'm a really big fan and kind of a sucker for the haunted house kind of thing. Oh, we got into this house, we can't get out. The monsters are coming out of the closets, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm always just I get hook, line, and sinkered with those. So this sounds interesting. All right. The Night House, one of the most critically acclaimed horror movies of the summer, maybe The Night House, directed by the same guy, I guess, that did Ritual and VHS. I did see VHS. VHS, if I remember right, it was an anthology film, a bunch of scary stories, kind of like a Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror kind of deal going on, creep show kind of thing. It was okay. It was not bad. I don't own the film currently, so yeah, they were all right. Let's see here. The movie stars Rebecca Hall. I don't know who that is or who she is. As a widow who starts to uncover her late husband's secrets following a series of hauntings at the lakeside home he built for her. The Night House is already premiered. Blah blah blah. Could be interesting. Almost sounds like this book I read by Chuck Palahniuk. It's called Diary, where this guy used to paint houses, and in between the walls he wrote a bunch of disturbing messages and stuff. It's kind of interesting. People start uncovering them. Candyman. Candyman gets another reboot. It looks like the one thing that's neat about it is it is starring Tony Todd as Candyman, so it looks like he's reprising for his role. Let's read the description here. It says the highly anticipated summer 2020 release, obviously that didn't happen, is now the most exciting summer 2021 hopefuls. The movie is a spiritual sequel to the 90s franchise starring Tony Todd as Candyman. It will take fans of the same, it says, Karen Green Public Housing Project of Chicago. I don't know, the word's broken up here. So it might be good. I don't know. Usual Candyman stuff, people wishing him and bringing him back to life. He runs around with a hook, spewing bees, and the usual stuff. I'm a big fan of the original. I really like Tony Todd, so that'll be interesting. All right. We need to do something. Interesting. This has I guess people that liked a movie like Hereditary. I did see Hereditary. That is weird. That's a weird movie. I'm not sure if I'm a fan or not. Malignant. It's a James Wan film. He does like The Conjuring and stuff, which I'm a big fan of those. Not only created a horror empire, the Conjuring universe recently became among directors, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. The movie starring who does, blah, blah, let's see. Characters deal with violent visions of murder committed by an entity called Gabriel. And the investigation her and her sister go on unleashes a hidden past involving their parents. The movie is coming to HBO Max, blah, blah, blah. Just because it's a James Wan thing, I might go see it. Lamb. The movie is set in Iceland. It's got Naomi Rapace, if you're familiar with her. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the original Iceland or whatever film, very good. So this is kind of strange. I don't know what this is. This is this unexpected newborn on their farm. Take it under their wing, raise it. It looks like it's some kind of half man, half lamb looking thing. I don't know. It could be bizarre. Sometimes some of those things go completely wacko. Okay. And, of course, the one that I'm very much looking forward to, Halloween Kills, the sequel to Halloween reboot of the 2018. To me, the reason I'm a fan of this is because it was like, this was the series, this new installment to the entire library of Halloween movies. For the first time, it feels like somebody cared about it. They didn't just, like, throw it together to make some money. It feels like it was actually cared for. I am not a fan of anything past Halloween 6. I've been very vocal about that. I don't really care for those other films that they did. Now, Rob Zombie's variation of it, his interpretation, whatever, rendition, his, I think the first one he did pretty good. He did, I guess, there's some things he got right, but then there's some things he got wrong. I was really let down with Rob Zombie's adaptation with the character Dr. Loomis. I know that Donald Pleasance is kind of that's a hard shoe to fill, but I think the look was right, the look of Malcolm McDowell's portrayal of Dr. Loomis, but where I think he messed up was Malcolm McDowell did not go back and actually watch Donald Pleasance's performance portraying the character, and he just what I think the biggest mistake about Rob Zombie's version is Dr. Loomis was not friends with Michael. Myers, the character. He's not. He doesn't have any compassion for him. He is this doctor that's roaming around. It's like, I know this thing is evil. This person is evil. We need to stop him. And I think they fell short with that, with Rob Zombie's adaptation. The part 2, Halloween 2, with Rob Zombie's directing lead on that was just a fiasco. That movie is that movie is a farce. I can't even believe that exists. That's a lump of mess. But now we get this new Halloween 2018 edition thing, and they kind of did it right. They went back. The mask is awesome. It's not pathetic. Like, to me, the mask in like Halloween H2O 20 years later, whatever, and the resurrection mask or whatever, that is a joke. That is just, I can't even believe that was an option. But with the new Halloween 2018 and everything, and then this follow-up Halloween Kills. Now, from what I understood, they actually were planning on doing these they were going to film them back-to-back. But then they pulled away from that idea because they didn't know how exactly it was going to be received. Things would be, because they are actually fans that made this kind of thing. It was well-received, and here we are with Halloween Kills. So... and it's supposed to be like a trilogy. I think it's supposed to go the Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. So we'll see. We'll see how it all kind of picks together. I will be definitely in line to watch this. It brings back Jamie Lee Curtis. Also brings back Nick Castle as the original guy that played The Shape, a.k.a. Michael Myers. So that's going to be absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to see that. So that's going to be cool. So there's some other ones coming out here. Let's see. Antlers. Don't know really what that's about. I can almost guess that that's going to be very bizarre. Let's see here. What is it? Follows a teacher living in Oregon and her police officer brother, played by Jesse Plemons. These new actors, I don't really know. As they become entangled with the situation with her student, Lucas, who is keeping a creature in his house. Okay. All right. That's all right. Last Night in Soho. Not sure what that's about. Looks like it's something that has to do with the people that made Shaun of the Dead, which is kind of like a parody zombie type thing. Another Resident Evil movie. I didn't actually really watch anything. I barely remember the first one. All I know is that was a video game from back in the day. But that was a little bit after, once I kind of got out of those things. I don't know. Someone Inside Your House. Ooh, what's that? Another Netflix offering coming horror fans. Let's see. This year, there's Someone Inside Your House, a slasher film based on a novel of the same name. It's about a transfer student who finds herself in the center of a gruesome murder case when she moves into a town in Nebraska. Up to the scare factor, apparently the murderer at large wears a lifelike mask of the victim's face while he's killing them, or they're killing them while it's killing them. Okay. Interesting. That should be interesting. Okay. Here's a very interesting take. Here we go. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I guess it's to be announced. Okay, they're bringing this one up again. They're dragging the old Texas Chainsaw Massacre out of the woodshed again for another meat hook and grinding people up into sausage thing. Okay, I'm a big fan of the series. I like the first three. Obviously, you can never top the first one ever. That was just an amazing filming, everything. Number 2 was comical. It was great. It's still, it's still fun to watch. That's a grab popcorn, drink a beer, have a good night laughing. And part 3 is good. It's got Ken Foree in it and everything like that. Part 3, I like it. But after that, I have no idea what the heck started happening. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation, completely bogus. That movie sucks. Okay. Now, the one with Arlie Ermy and stuff, when they got the other guy to play Leatherface, the big wrestler guy, I was a big fan of those until I kind of found out that that guy playing Leatherface was kind of a jerk. But whatever. So I do like Arlie Ermy in those. They were pretty good. But I mean, obviously, I'm just an old school horror dude, so I love the original stuff. But let's see what this is. One of the most famous horror mainstays is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. The franchise is coming back sometime in 2021. Well, we're coming to a close in that, so I wonder what's going to happen. The movie will be directed by some new talent, David Blue Garcia, from a screenplay by Chris Thomas Devlin, from a story, Don't Breathe. Okay. So this has got some kind of connection to the Don't Breathe guys that took part in the crafting of this. So it may or may not be good. I don't know. The movie cast some people that I don't know. Once again, so I don't know. We'll see. It says the movie has been complete. Is officially rated R. Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I remember the first one. Don't remember much after that. Scream number 5. Okay, so we're going back up with Scream. Scream was an interesting concept. Wes Craven started that, directed it, and all that, created it. God rest his soul. I love Wes Craven. You know, he gave us Freddy Krueger and all that. And really great movies like The People Under the Stairs, Hills Have Eyes, Last House on the Left. I mean, he has just done a lot of cool stuff. So that I like Scream because in a sense it's almost like a mystery. Kind of reminds me of like the game Clue or something, but you know, horror aspect to it. So that's gonna be neat. Morbius. I'm not a comic book guy, so not really interested in those things. So Paranormal Activity number 7. I do like those Paranormal Activity movies because I like ghost stuff. I like hauntings and possession. The Exorcist still remains one of my favorite movies, thanks to William Friedkin and the wonderful makeup effects artist Dick Smith. Of course, he done things like Scanners, Taxi Driver, etc. He's the guy that pretty much invented the awesome makeup that we still see today, the concoction of fake blood that looks real, and passed down all his knowledge to everybody, including guys like Tom Savini. So, anyway, looks like an interesting ride with new horror coming out. So, awesome stuff. Thanks for listening.